What's good, everybody? Today we're going to be creating the much anticipated UFC White House event. For the longest time, I'm sure we all thought this was just a fucking joke, but as June has gotten closer, bro, this is a real thing we're doing. Like, we're actually doing this. What the hell? I'm sure that the fact that the government was forced to release, the Epstein files and all that shit, and then we realized we had a pedophiles in charge of the government, it gave them like that extra push to release, just do anything to distract the people. But yeah, man, here we are. UFC White House is real, and I've built a banger card. We're going to do early prelims, and the main event. I'm going to have about 4 for each of those categories, and each fight we're going to have minimum one American, an American that's entertaining, someone that we care about. But yeah, minimum one American fighter, so it makes some sort of sense. I'm going to give you guys not 7 title fights, because that, bro, come on. Not even Dana White or Donald Trump believes that's possible, bro. 7 title fights, we're going to be dry for the rest of the year. It's just gonna have to be 5 women's title fights for it to be a regular UFC card. But no, I'm not giving you guys 7 title fights. That's just unrealistic. Everyone knows that shit's not happening. Let's get right into it with the date and location, the White House, June 14th, 2026. I took June 14th off of Topology. I don't know if they just made it the fuck up or if this is actually what's happening, if this is the date, but June 14th, 2026. The White House lawn. There's going to be like 30 people in attendance, I guess. There's going to be the president, his 15 bodyguards, Mark Zuckerberg, maybe, Theo Vaughn, maybe, Joe Rogan. There's going to be like 4 rich people here. Low-key, if anyone wants to like get all the rich people out in one sweep, it's low-key the event, guys. Just make sure there's no, like Charles Oliveira's not there, else if you get him in the collateral, I'm going to crash out. Early prelims, let's get started with a fucking legend of the sport. Jim Miller versus Tom Nolan, bro. This fucking guy, Jim Miller, he's on every big card. I think he was on UFC. I don't know if he was on 100, but he was definitely on 200. He was on 300 against Bobby Green. Put him up against, bro. I'm surprised he wasn't on the Sphere or some shit, or he's gonna be on UFC 400 if he makes it that far, bro. He deserves to just be in every big card. This is a guy. He's lost. We're using him to build up the prospects that are coming up, like Tom Nolan. But man, I mean, Tom Nolan's a submission guy. I don't feel too bad for Jim Miller, even if he loses, because he's probably going to get submitted, right? But yeah, give me Jim Miller versus Tom Nolan. Jim Miller's old as fuck. He's like 40, 41. But he's the GOAT. He's just, what do you want me to say? This guy, he's around in every big fight. He's entertaining. He's been entertaining for years. He's fought everyone. I think he fought Dustin Poirier, fought fucking Green. I don't know. I feel like he's just fought everybody in the sport. But yeah, give me Jim Miller versus Tom Nolan for the first prelim, opening up the night. Banger fight, man. I'm going to be here from minute 0. Next, Jim Miller's former dance partner, King Green. Me calling him the grown-ass man King is crazy, by the way, but against Ludovic Klein. So, Bobby Green, he just won his last fight by split decision, but before that, he was on a 2 or 3 fight losing streak. So, he don't got too much stock. Klein is on a 2 or 3 fight winning streak, so they're kind of mirroring each other right now. And again, it's just like a Jim Miller situation. This guy's entertaining. He's been in the UFC forever. He's actually fought Dustin Poirier, right? I'm not getting that wrong. He's fought Dustin Poirier. He's fought Islam. This motherfucker's fought everyone as well. He's been in the UFC forever. Famously, when the UFC first started up, it was getting big. When they signed him, they put his fighting style down as the hood fighting style. Cinema. He's entertaining to watch, just like Jim Miller. And Ludovic Klein is fun to watch too, so it's going to be a scrap. I'd favor Klein in this one, obviously, but we're not doing predictions here. And yeah, give me King Green versus Ludovic Klein for the second prelim, getting the fights going, getting the nights going. I'm sure the energy is going to ramp up with this fight. Next, Josh Hokett versus Shamil the Meal Gaziev. So Josh Hokett, as we know, he's cutting that Colby Covington promo. By the way, Colby Covington, watch out for him on this card. He's cutting that Colby Covington promo, He's doing the Chael Sonnen promo. He's rhyming when he wins. He makes some weird rhyme. He's eclectic. He's trying to get I think he's just on purpose being very polarizing politically and just in general, his personality. So that's how you get fans. I mean, that's how you get fans or haters. But at the end of the day, in this sport, haters are fans, because you want people to care about your fights. You either do it by making them love you or making them hate you. There's no in between, really. Josh Hokett versus Shamil Gaziev. Gaziev's ranked 13. He just lost to Salsa Boy, and he needs to fight down. And I guess in the heavyweight division, 2 fights is all you need to go fight. Honestly, let's be for real. There's 33 guys in the heavyweight division. Bro, 2 wins in a row. and like some sort of a name that Josh Hokit's made for himself, that's enough to go fight Shamil Gaziev at the 13th spot. Like, we don't really need any more. We don't really need to ask more of these guys. This is just all we need. So yeah, get me Josh Hokit against Gaziev. I'd favor Hokit in this fight to win. Not for me. Like, I want Gaziev, to go on that title run, but I think Josh Hokit would take this one. But yeah, let's get Josh Hokit ranked, or a shot in the rankings. I'm sure he would cut a crazy promo, in front of Donald Trump and all the fucking politicians and Colby Covington over there. Like, nah. But yeah, he's perfect for this card. There's a couple of fighters that you're like, yeah, these guys have to be on the card, right? Next, headlining the early prelims, Cannonier versus Pyfer. So these guys, we got Officer Joe Pyfer on the right here and Jared Cannonier, the Killa Gorilla. They're just both American fighters. This is a win-win matchup. If one of the Americans lose, the other one's winning. So there's not really anything wrong with that. Stylistically, this is a good matchup. These guys are going to strike. Cannonier might try to mix up the wrestling, but I think Pyfer, he's stuffing that shit and we're staying on the feet. I'd favor Pyfer mostly because of the age difference they have. Like, Cannonier's really getting up old. Like, he's 40, 41. But I'd favor Pyfer in this fight. He's the youth. He's a little bit more explosive at this point in his career. And yeah, just American versus American matchup. Like, what more can you ask for? Headlining the early prelims. Pyfer deserves to go and fight someone higher in the rankings as well. And that would be the case for Cannonier, who deserves to fight down. He just lost to MVP by like a kind of lackluster decision. So yeah, bring Cannonier down, bring Pyfer up, put this headlining the early prelims. Let's get on to the prelims. First fight on the prelims, Dominic Reyes versus Jamal Hill. Again, American versus American matchup. These are both like relatively big names. Bro, why are they so flabby? Yo, like, pause, hold on for a second. Like, I feel like I just talked about Dominic Reyes on one of my last videos, but why does he look like that? He looks like a bag of milk, bruh. And Jamal Hill looks like a chocolate bag of milk. Like, Jesus Christ. These guys are flabby, bro. The FMB, the FM, what was it? Yeah, the FMB title shot, man. The flabbiest motherfucker. FMF, fuck. Give me Dominic Reyes beating the fuck out of Jamal Hill as the first fight on the prelims. Stylistically, fucking hell. Like, this has a chance to be boring, but these guys both have power. I know. At this point, Jamal Hill, he looks like he's not doing shit in all his fights, but, maybe he needs to pick up the slack. He's on a 3 fight loss streak, right? He lost to Pereira after he came back for the belt. He lost to Yuri by knockout. He lost to Khalil by decision. So he's on a 2 knockout, 1 decision loss streak. Dominic Reyes just lost by knockout to Olberg. But it's like, what do you want in this situation, right? Like, these guys are both losing. Just pick one to be losing more, and the other one is finally back in the win column. Regardless of the fact, Jamal Hill wins, he's going to cut a good promo. Dominic Reyes wins, it's a feel-good moment. Everyone loves Dominic Reyes. Everyone fucking hates John Jones. If you like John Jones, bruh, my fucking God. Like, this is not a John Jones video, but in what moment, like, does John Jones, like, strike the chord in your heart to just gather any sort of favor from you? That's crazy. Next. Derek Lewis, of course, versus a random. Basically, this could be a random. I put Walter Walker here, but honestly, the only thing that matters here is Derek Lewis, because supposedly he's Trump's favorite fighter, right? We gotta get Papa Trump pleased, I guess. And he's just the quintessential fat fucking American heavyweight. That's just what it is. So get Derek Lewis on the card in any shape and form, like. Fucking make him the ring girl if you need to, but you need to have Derek Lewis there. He'll be available. He's available all year. I feel like Derek Lewis can be booked. He's never taking that much damage to the fact that he needs to like rest, for his next fight. Put up against Walter Walker, who's on a bit of a streak. Lewis is on he just lost to Waldo by like fluky ass KO. That shit was fake as hell. Like, check his fucking his betting accounts. But yeah, I mean, Walker's winning. Lewis just lost a couple. Rankings-wise, this fucking makes sense, but who really cares, right? It's heavyweight. Like I said, the rankings don't mean nothing at heavyweight. There's like 3 good heavyweights in the UFC. I'll let you decide which ones those are, but there's only 3 of them. Next. Co-headlining the prelims. Colby Covington, this fucking guy, versus D-Rod. Again, like, same thing with Derek Lewis. You have to have Covington on the card. This guy's like, look at this fucking tattoo. He has "We the People" on his chest. Corny ass motherfucker. And then he has Japanese letters on his arm. Like, what? Bro. Nah, he's crazy. Colby Covington needs to be on the card. He would be fighting down in the rankings, which he should, right? To D-Rod, who beat Kevin Holland in their last fight. Weird ass fight, by the way. Fucking Kevin Holland almost got knocked out by this fucker. Put Colby Covington against D-Rod just because it's like two Americans. This is kind of like Ice versus an immigrant, Loki. I mean, D-Rod is he says he's American, right? But like obviously has some sort of Latino heritage. This Loki could be racially charged now that I think about it. I don't know if we should make this fight. But yeah, Colby Covington's gonna cut a promo no matter what. He's gonna make it entertaining, even if the fight's boring. Like the build-up's gonna be entertaining, which really is all that matters. Even if he's in the prelims, he's gonna be at the presser. Like you can count on it for sure. And D-Rod, it's just D-Rod, brody. Like you're just an American we're putting on here. If you win, then it's an American winning. Like right, this is what we're dealing with the White House. We just gotta have Americans on here. This is what it is. And unfortunately, or whatever you want to think, there's not that many good Americans in the UFC. So headlining the prelims, an actual banger, bro. Usman versus Muhammad. Please, Ali Abdulaziz, if you can hear me, please let fucking Usman fight. Please don't make him sit out. This guy wins like a boring decision against Joaquin Buckley, and now he's just like, I'm a problem. I need the title shot next. Like, motherfucker, please take a fight. He has beef with Bilal Muhammad. They went on that podcast together. Apparently, Bilal Muhammad 10-8'd him on the podcast. Whoever, I haven't seen nothing, so that's just a rumor for me. But yeah, this fight needs to happen. Rankings-wise, this makes sense. Bilal is coming off 2 losses. One, he lost the title to Jack Della, and then he just lost to Ian Gary by decision. And Usman's coming off of a win, finally, in a long fucking time, right? So, make these guys fight. If Usman wins this fight, he gets the title shot next. After however many contenders are before him. But if Bilal wins, alright, Bilal wins. But it's the same situation. Like in my last video, I was talking about Mario Bautista, bro. You're going to have to fight for it, Bilal. You're going to have to slime out the whole division to get your title back, brody. Not going to lie. So yeah, Usman versus Muhammad. This has beef. These are 2 American fighters. 2 American fighters, low-key. One of them is from, ethnically Nigerian. The other one's ethnically Palestinian. So, I don't know. Not really that American. But what even is an American? Let's be for real. What is an American? This country was founded 400 years ago. Bro, that's not even, 3 generations. That's like 6 generations. Let's be for real. Guys, there's no American ethnicity. There's Nigerian ethnicity. There's Palestinian ethnicity. There's Spanish ethnicity. Viva la patria, no? But there's, So just get these 2 kind of Americans on there. They have beef. It's going to be entertaining. Their wrestling's going to cancel out. It's going to be a striking matchup, would be my guess. Give me Loki Usman in this matchup. I'm not going to lie, but we'll make these predictions when we get there, if we get there. Next, the main card, what we've all been waiting for, the actually interesting fights. I mean, the rest, they're kind of bangers. I'm not going to lie. I cooked on those fights, but these are the ones that we really, really care about. O'Malley versus Sandhagen. Opening up this main card, man. 2 quirked up white boys with swag. God forbid a white boy get his groove on, huh? We've been asking for this fight for years now, it feels like. This just seems like such a banger fight. It's going to be 10% wrestling. And the wrestling that there's going to be is going to be scrambles because, Sandhagen is not holding nobody down, I think. It's going to be a striking matchup. Maybe low output, but it's going to be super technical, huh? Flying shit. Fucking spinning wheel kick. Fucking spinning back kick to the body. Elbows. Knees up the middle from both guys. Man, what's not to love about this fight stylistically? What's not to love about this fight rankings-wise? Low-key. I mean, O'Malley lost 2 times to Merab back-to-back, which he did not deserve the second one, but then he won against Yadong. It's kind of a hard sell, right? Because O'Malley would be fighting down after beating Yadong. But for the White House, for a chance to be on the White House, you guys don't think O'Malley would take it, or it wouldn't make sense for him to take it, right? This is the one and only time they're probably gonna do this event. Who knows if the U.S. is gonna collapse after this at some point, right? But this is probably the one and only time they're gonna do the White House lawn event. So I don't think either of these guys would want to miss an opportunity. Obviously, Sandhagen would love to fight O'Malley, But I also think O'Malley would benefit from being on this White House card. Like, he is a big star. He is a big draw. Let's see this fight, guys. It's unrealistic. This might be the most unrealistic fight on the card. But let's see it. I'd love to see it. Next, women's title fight. I know, guys. Chill, relax. This is a banger. Like, if you know ball, if you know the UFC, this is actually a banger. Nunes versus Harrison. All right, Harrison is like this physical force. Like, you just see her compared to the other girls, bro. Bro, it's different. Like, she's different. She's really built different. She's like King Von up in here. Like, she rules Chicago, man. She goes in here, she slams these girls out. She like fucking ragdolls them. And Nunes used to be that. Like, Nunes used to be Harrison before Harrison, right? Like, this is like seeing fucking Sukuna versus Gojo, right? This is like prime, the strongest woman of history versus the strongest woman of today. Like, this is a banger matchup if you really know ball, all right? Not you're a fucking casual. Let's see this fight. I know Donald Trump said something about no women's fights because he's fucking sexist as hell. But let's see this fight. Let's see this fight. This has been needing to be made for a while. It was supposed to headline or be the co for some event. Yeah, for the one where O'Malley and Yadong ended up being the co-main. That was supposed to be Nunes versus Harrison. But I'd make this fight in the White House since it got canceled. Bring it here. 2 American girls. No. American girl and Kellis Harrison, Brazilian and Amanda Nunes. Let's see this fight, bro. This is an actual banger. If you say it's not, then you're fucking wrong. Next. Yes, sir. Like I said, O'Malley versus Sandhagen might be the most unrealistic. This is actually the most unrealistic, right? Because who the fuck, at this point, like Chandler, gotta let it go. If this fight does not happen at the White House card, it's never happening. Ever, bro. Ever. Let it go. Go back to your 13 black kids that you have at home and, like, let it go, bro. This fight has been brewing, it feels like, since I became a fan of the UFC. They had a tough season together. They've been rumored to fight like 2 times. They were scheduled to fight 1 time, and then McGregor got injured. Fucking popped for roids. McGregor's head became big as hell. But now the training videos we're seeing, he looks like, he looks sharp. McGregor looks sharper. He looks more flexible. And, you know, the videos we were seeing before, he was just like, huh. He was punching the fucking, the round bag that you punch for power. He was just doing that shit. Just hook. Like, bro, that's not McGregor. Well, McGregor, what did he say? He said precision over power and timing. Like, precision beats power and timing beats speed, right? Like, come on. What are you doing, bro? Come back, McGregor. We need to see you. Come back and co-main event this fight at the White House. My only issue with this is that low-key we might come in conflict because look at this, guys. Like, having these 2 guys in the room next to each other, Ilia Topuria and fucking Conor McGregor, how do you think they're going to feel? Like, neither of these guys are going to want to bend the knee and be the co-main, right? And both of these guys, they have their, like, I mean, is McGregor ever justified to be the main event at this point? Like, there's not even a belt on the line. But he's like McGregor, right? Like, he's a guy that made the UFC popular, really. Like, you just have to say how it is. And Topuria is like maybe the 2nd biggest star in the UFC right now, and he has a belt, and he's on a crazy run. He's knocking out everyone. Like, both of these guys have a claim to win the main event. Logically, I'm gonna put Topuria here. Like, let's be for real. This is the belt. He's unifying the lightweight belts. Topuria versus Gaethje makes sense as the main event. If the UFC makes the fight, makes this card in the order I've been making it, and then ends up putting McGregor in the main event, listen, man, that's just what it is. It is what it is. Like, it's McGregor. You kind of just have to let it go until he retires. It kind of feels like Derrick Rose, you know, like McGregor and Derrick Rose. Like, hear me out. Derrick Rose had some really good seasons in the NBA. He was the youngest MVP. He got respect from the whole hood, right? At this point, like, no one can tell Derrick Rose shit in his career. No one's gonna ever critique Derrick Rose. No matter, like, if he has things to actually be critiqued for, no one's gonna critique him because of the crazy run he was on, and everyone just, like, unanimously respects him and, like, gives him privileges that aren't given to other people, even if those people would deserve it more, right? He's in talks that he shouldn't be, right? Same thing with McGregor, bro. He was on that crazy run, insane run, and now he's just a guy. Like, you just have to kind of live with it. Live with whatever McGregor wants, kind of. Like, the UFC low-key owes a lot of its stock to McGregor. And so yeah, that's my logic. That's my reasoning behind where I'd put these guys. Topuria versus Gaethje. I'd put this in the main event, but you know, things can happen. Shit happens. Give me Topuria in this fight though. He's knocking the lights. He's knocking Gaethje's head clean off. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think about the White House card? What do you guys think about the main event? Is it McGregor? Should it be Ilya? Is McGregor actually going to come back? Should O'Malley fight Sanhagen? I mean, they should, right? But will they? Will we have a women's fight? Will there be a terrorist attack on the White House lawn? Let me know. Like, that seems kind of primed. I'm not going to lie. You got to be careful. Make sure Charles Oliveira, again, he's not in the area. And make sure Ilya's not in the area either. All right? We'll keep Ilya safe for now. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, drop a follow, subscribe. Thank you. I'm going to go brush my teeth. Actually, got to do that. Ciao.